Welcome back to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Oppman. We're proud to introduce R.J. Ware, MTSU's new student body president. R.J. is already hard at work on shaping his administration's top priorities, and he joins us to share his plans for the coming academic year. Mr. President, congratulations and welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
R.J., we're all very proud of you and got to work with you in your previous role in SGA, and now you're the leader of our campus student body on the President's Cabinet as the SGA president. Let's talk about the beginning of your term and your priorities for student government. You've already identified mental health as the main pillar of your administration. Talk about that.
It was a pretty big pillar in my campaign when I ran for this job, and that mainly was because I believe that mental health and mental fitness and mental wellness is the greatest challenge facing my generation. This university in particular does a lot to look out for the well-being of our students, but we always can do more. You could be on the verge of perfection in regard to resources and services, but you could always do more and always get better. And I want to make sure that the resources that we have are getting to our students, but also vice versa, that our students know about the resources that they have available to them. So it's an initiative that we're looking forward to, doing different events, making sure that our PR campaign with different resources is very good, and working with campus leaders to create more programs, more programming, to make sure that we can do everything that we can to impact the mental wellness of our students.
You know, so much of the power of the presidency as SGA president is the ability to focus the conversation. And it sounds like that's one of the things you hope, by identifying this as the pillar of your administration, you hope to accomplish, correct?
Absolutely. When you come into office, you get 1 year and it goes very, very quickly. And so you kind of have to pick one big item that you want to tackle. And this was really the one that I think you can get a lot done in a small amount of time, and also lay a foundation for future presidents that come after me to be able to build upon and make it better. We have the support of the university, of our administration, including people like yourself. So that made me think that we can actually get a lot of tangible things done by tackling this issue in this year.
But you've got other things too. You've got a real passion for Connection Point. Can you explain to our audience what Connection Point is and how you're going to focus upon that?
Well, we're coming up on the first week of classes, so we have weeks full of jam-packed Connection Point events. The first is Convocation. So I always like to say I'm also a tour guide as well as SGA president, and one of our favorite things that we say on our tours is that you get to begin your college journey here at MTSU and Murphy Center for Convocation, and you get to end it in Murphy Center at commencement. So that's one thing that I look forward to. But also we have the President's Party, we have FSL meet and greet, and we have all kinds of different opportunities for new students and students that have been here to get connected to their campus community. The more that you engage, the more that you succeed, and the more connected that you feel to our university. And yeah, that's my top piece of advice to new incoming freshmen and students: get involved.
Student feedback, another one of your priorities, basically how you're going to focus input from the students into action, correct? Talk about that.
So as a student government association, we can't do our job without student feedback. And in the 3 years that I've been at SGA, one of the most interesting things that I found is, depending on the year, depends on the different type of feedback that we get. You know, there's some years where people say that the events need to be more innovative, we need to change, we need to pivot on some things in regard to student programming. Then there's years where that we need to focus on things like residential life, resources for students. So it depends on the year, which is why we should do it all the time as much as we can. There's never too much information that we can gather from our students. I've always viewed our position as something I've told our team is that we are stewards of trust. The students have to be able to trust us. And the way that we build that trust is that they know that we'll listen to their concerns, and those concerns will be taken into action.
You came to us from Hermitage, Tennessee. What brought you first to MTSU? What was the beginning of your journey here?
Well, because of the proximity, me and my family took a tour, obviously. And by all the universities that we toured in the state, this was the best tour that we took. And it was a pretty big reason why I came here. I like the campus community. I like that it felt, it was a big campus. I went to a small school. I had 23 people in my graduating class, so I wanted to get bigger.
Wow.
But it's not too big though. I also enjoyed the scholarship opportunities, the tuition. I think that was a big part of why I came here. But the tour aspect, that's part of the reason why I became a tour guide, because the impact of having a good tour and having a good time here while visiting campus to translating to you actually coming here was something that I thought was powerful and is something I wanted to do.
And you get to really understand the campus because you have to, you're presenting it to others. So that has to help you in your role as a Student Government Association leader. Correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what pushed you towards student government as your area of service? What was the thing that led you to that?
So specifically, when I did Scholars Academy, when I first came in, the 2-week early arrival program, and my mentor was Makai.
Makai Mosby.
The now former SGA president. At the time, he was chief of staff, and he was just recently the freshman council president the year before that. And so he was the coordinator that year, organizing everything. And he got me to join, and then I ran for freshman council president, and it just opened my eyes to our SGA here, which is one of the best in the country, I might add, and the actual impact and work that we get to do. So I joined, haven't looked back since.
Well, RJ, where can I go on the web to find out more about Student Government Association? What's your web address?
You can go to mtsu.edu/SGA. It has information about all of our officers, about our meeting dates. We have something called the student comment period. So once we start our Senate meetings, all students can come and they can reserve time to come address our student leaders, but also our meetings are open to the public. It also has all of our contact information. Our office is in the Student Union 306. We invite anyone to come up there and spend some time with us, newly renovated.
Well, Mr. President, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to your term and looking forward to you kicking off a great academic year here on campus.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.